Hey over there, Joe Lunchbox.
And Joy Nightingale.
And today we have landed right here in Queens, New York. If you want to like put a push pin where we are, we're actually at Forest Park right now because we are going to relive our childhood. Well, not really relive our childhood. We never were here for our childhood, but searching for the nostalgia of childhood, let's say, because we are standing on the path to the Forest Park Carousel. Now, Joy and I have been traveling this country trying to go to all carousels, especially historic carousels. We have a carousel built in 1903 right here in Forest Park, Queens. We haven't gone to it ever. We're going to go there. Actually, my mom says when I was like 1 or 2 I was here. I have no recollection of that though, so I don't count it. Afterwards, after going for a nice ride on a carousel, you know what that makes me want?
I'd be hungry.
Yeah, I want some ice cream. So after we finish up at this carousel, we're gonna make our way over a few blocks away to New York City's oldest ice cream shop, Eddie's Sweet Shop. Still has that old soda fountain feel. And we'll tell you about Eddie's Sweet Shop when we get there, but we're starting here at the carousel. And hopefully you like this kind of thing. If you do, you should like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it already. We have over 500 videos up now. And leave a comment down below. What is your favorite carousel? But it's time to do this. Step right up. Let's go for this ride.
Forest Park Carousel. It's 1903 carousel built by master carver D.C. Muller. Listed on the State and National Register of Historic Places in 2004.
One ticket to ride. One ticket is $4.25. Imagine you have a family of 40. You only spent 130. You save 40 bucks.
So, here we have a kind of like a relic, a very rare item around. Just because this is Muller's one of only 2 that are known surviving. Supposedly he did like 12, only a dozen of these. And we have one right here, which is great. The other one is in Cedar Point, which is another spot that's favorite.
We did ride that. We'll put a link to that down below.
But anyways, we're here to talk about this one. There was another carousel in this location before this one got here. Unfortunately, that one, it was destroyed. I believe it was burnt, unfortunately. Sad because I love carousels. And then they got this one from the Lakeview Amusement that was in Massachusetts. So the horses were carved in 1903 by Daniel Muller. I'm sorry, I want to say one way, but I'm trying to do a different way. And then the other one, the base and the frame were done by Denzel in 1890.
And that made the carousel that sits before us today. And if you're thinking of coming out here in this 2024 season, these are the hours. But it's time to head in. It's really cute how they made it. It looks like we have some games like ring toss, a high striker, basketball championship, all circling around the carousel. A nice mural here. It looks like the first animal on the outside, which doesn't go up and down, is on a 1 level. And then you go up onto a 2nd level, and that's when the horses go up and down. But look how beautiful the artwork is on this carousel. We have some angels up top who the fabric of the dress is draping over with flowers hanging, mirrors coming down below. The pretty pink pillars are really nice wrapping around the mirror. And the carvings on these horses are amazing. I like that we do have a lion right here entering us onto the carousel. We can see some of the horses actually still have horsehair tails to them. We also have a reindeer coming up, or a deer coming up here. There are a few animals on this carousel that are not just horses. Looking at the paintings, it's always fun to imagine where they're supposed to be. Like, is that Belmont Racetrack? Is this the Vanderbilt Parkway? I like the different tiers. You can see the horses in the front are a little more elaborate with the garnishings on like their saddles. You see this one has some feathers on it, and the horses going back farther get a little more simplistic with their carvings. One of my favorite things in the world is when Joy's smiling. And there's certain things that make her feel like a kid again. And tracking down all these vintage carousels is one of them. And you can see that smile on her face. We now have a building we buy tickets from, but I love that they saved their vintage ticket booth for us to admire the carvings, the decor. Like, you can't get rid of this even though you have a building. Joy's been trying to teach me different horses, and I know this one right here. This horse right here is one of those Scottish short tails.
That's not what
I was basing off the tartan, and it has no tail. No?
What type is it?
I don't know.
Standard.
Huh?
It's standing.
It's standing. No, not what breed of horse, not what kind of carousel horse it was.
Then yes, it doesn't count. You can make up your own.
That's what Joy was talking about. The majority of the wood figures on this Forest Park carousel were made in the first decade of the 20th century by D.C. Mueller and Brother, a leading member of the Philadelphia School of Carousel Carving. Born in Germany, Daniel Mueller studied sculpture at the Pennsylvania Academy of Fine Arts, making him one of the few carousel designers with academic training. And there it goes. There goes the deer. We see all of these carousels going. Wait, here comes another animal. We have a tiger. In this little park, we also have two other rides that are obviously modern, but they just put around the carousel. We have a little train, and we have a frog hopper. I have a ticket building we buy our tickets for. It looks like they also sell some snacks here, like chips and cookies and waters. There's plaques for this thing everywhere. Forest Park Carousel. Well, we showed it to you. Only one thing left to do. Go ride it. Joy's going to buy tickets.
It's so cute. It says Carousel on it. Oh, it says New York Carousel.
Got our tickets. Ready to go for a ride?
Of course.
Am I finally tall enough to ride it this time?
I think so.
Yes! I get a low horse. Thank you. Joy found her horse. Seatbelt just doesn't cut it around me.
But I like your horse.
I call him Black Stallion. Good boy, good boy. Now that we're in here, we see more of the decoration. The lower filigree makes it up of a ram's head. And I didn't realize the outer part of the inside of this pavilion also has that same filigree pattern wrapping it. Pepto-Bismol pink is one of my favorite colors, so it's a pretty cool carousel. This carousel actually got some good speed to it.
It does.
Watch this. As the world spins by outside of Joy.
This is like one of the fastest ones that I've been on.
My favorite thing about riding carousel is always looking up.
The mechanics.
And yeah, the mechanics, watching the horses go up and down. We finally achieved it. We've went to all the carousels in Queens, New York. There's only two. Other is Corona Park, Flushing Meadow Park, whatever you want to call it, near where the World's Fair was. We put a link to that video down below as well. We like carousels. It's always cool when you can see the seam where the horse was carved. Used to probably have reins. Take note to the chariots on this carousel. Looking like it's actually a wagon with wheels. The big cat coming down the front, another cat's head facing backwards. I want to take a moment to appreciate the look of the organ. It is weird, they are playing music, obviously probably not through the organ itself, but through the speakers up there. But it's really low. And so one of the first carousels I rode, it's not keeping in the music really loud, really making that experience. Still a fun ride. Great carousel. It's hard to imagine riding a carousel from back in 1903. This carousel is more than 120 years old. And imagine the framework, that base, 1890. Glad we got to come here and ride it. Glad we got to share it with you. And the horses were carved in a few of the different styles, like This one is actually a peekaboo horse, and they call it peekaboo because if you look at the mane, it was actually carved with openings. You could see through the horse's mane. And the carousel that was here before burnt down in the late 60s, and this one opened in 1971, like Joy was saying, came from Lakeview Music Park up in Massachusetts. We came, we rode the carousel, now off to get some ice cream at Eddie's Sweet Shop.
Yum.
So we made our way to Eddie's Sweet Shop, New York City's oldest ice cream shop, originally opened in 1925. In 1968, Giuseppe Citriano bought it and passed it down through the generations. When it originally opened, it had 10 ice cream flavors. When the Citrianos took over, they added 8 more, all ice creams made in-house. It's gonna be good. Look at the old stools, the counter, all the old work making this classic soda fountain. Then we have all their flavors. In 1925 they started with 10. Later they added 8 more. Whenever I see those milkshake malt machines, it makes me excited. Opposite the counter, we actually have their candy cabinet. All classic spots. Ooh, and a kite kit. Besides being the oldest ice cream parlor in New York City, it might be the most popular. There is a little bit of a wait to get a table. If you came here, what would you order? Maybe chocolate sprinkles, marshmallow, hot fudge, banana royale, or maybe a banana split. You remember, Joy, Hannah Banana played the piano. All she played was the Star Spangled Banner. Hannah Banana split.
She's an idiot.
Don't call people that. That's rude, Joy. That's so passé. You're not allowed to say that about people. So obviously they have a counter, they have takeout, and they do have tables. Right now we are waiting for a table. It's cute. They're using their old phone booth as their ATM. Well, it is their ATM, but it's inside an old phone booth. Joy's contemplating, what do I want to eat? I came with one thing in mind, now I want like 5 things. Decisions. We have all their ice creams, toppings, syrups. Ooh, take a pint home, good to know. We have all of our sundae options, milkshakes. I see a malted shake. There it is. Joy got herself a 1-scoop sundae with banana ice cream, pineapple pizzas, fresh whipped cream, and a cherry on top. And I got a vanilla malted. I love when they make you a malt and then have extra and put it in a separate cup. So good. That malt is so good. They do not skimp on the malt. Vanilla malt is one of my all-time favorites. If you ever have a chance to get one, never had, get it. Good, Joy?
Really good. That's why I've been picking away at the juice.
Yeah. You cannot go wrong with the flavors of pineapple and banana, unless you're allergic to bananas. But as long as you're not, this is delicious. It is a hot day out. It has a tropical feel. It is so yummy. Joy's whipped cream is melting a little, but it's good. I think we're gonna put down the camera and actually go enjoy our ice creams now.
Eat it up, yum yum. Hi, you ready to order? Yeah. I love when ice cream is made out of real bananas. Well, the banana ice cream. It is not artificial taste. Natural tasting.
With hot fudge? Oh, yes.
When it comes to Joe and Joy, you can count Joy will clean her bowl, and both of my cups are empty. Quite delicious? Eddie's Sweet Shop. It was our first time here, and it won't be our last though. Good ice cream. And they make their own ice cream too, which makes me happy. So there you have it. Eddie's Sweet Shop. That was some good ice cream. We came. We rode a carousel.
We did.
We ate some ice cream.
We did.
It was a good day. Experienced some historic things here in Queens. A carousel from 1903 and an ice cream shop from 1925. I think we could call it.
If we call it, then that means that we have to leave.
You want to go get more ice cream?
That ice cream was really good.
Okay, we might get more ice cream, but we're gonna call the video here. All right. New York City's oldest ice cream shop, Eddie's Sweet Shop, and the Forest Park Carousel. Been there, done that. Remember, folks, safe travels.
Good eats.
And live life. And some people might try to argue a point. Is it really the oldest ice cream shop? Jan's opened in 1897. That's pretty old. Well, Jan's opened in the Bronx in 1897. That location's long gone. Even though there is still a Jan's, over the years it's franchised out, and the location that exists now is not older than Eddie's Sweet Shop. So Eddie's Sweet Shop is New York City's oldest ice cream shop. And one final note about Eddie's Sweet Shop. My mom told me that her and my dad went on one of their first dates to Eddie's Sweet Shop. So when you think about it, if it wasn't thanks to Eddie's Sweet Shop and ice cream, I might not be here today.